Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Mike Montgomery, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The second baseman, Jordy Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Gordon is there, one away. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. You can see right there, he's hitting over 350 on the season. He's one of the great hitters in the game today. I just love watching him hit because there aren't many holes in his swing. Not many pitchers have figured out how to get him out this season.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. 1-0 the count. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. That evens it up 1-1. Reyes stands at first with 1 out. Popped him up. Perez waits on it. 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. 2 out with the man at first. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
In there, 2-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker. He could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that. It could work for him.
And a dive, but he's back. And again a throw. Runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Nico Goodrum.
Stepping into the box, Nico Goodrum. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Tigers nothing. Royals coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
So digging in now, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Strike one to start the at-bat. A windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And right out of the gates, the Tigers will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
Batting second, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. With Merrifield next to bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And now they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll tag him out in the rundown.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Cameron will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score here on the show. Now at the plate, Jake Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher, number
pitch.
34, Jake Rogers.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Fouled off. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Phillips will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8, the left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Harold Castro. And he could give his guys an early come through here. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he fouls this one off. is put in play to the right side of the infield. Merrifield scoops it up, and there's out number 2. Stepping in, Daz Cameron, hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Ball,
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Going after it is Gordon. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now, Jorge Soler. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Soler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that pitch is out.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Michael Franco will be next. And he likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Fans aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Michael Franco, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a drive by Franco, deep left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Michael Franco. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Batting 6.
And up steps Salvador Perez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And the pitch. Popped up. Prone is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7. The designated.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Hunter Dozier digging in now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Comes into this one at 271. 2 home runs and 23 driven in. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 8. The left
Ready
fielder,
now, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Top of the third set to get underway. Into the box, Victor Reyes.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Now at the plate, Jordy Mercer, 0 for 1 here in the early going. On the ground to the right side. Merrifield picks it up. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Miguel Cabrera is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0.
We're back as the Royals prepare for their at-bats here in the third. This lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. And one major aspect of their offensive approach is, of course, their speed. They currently lead Major League Baseball in both stolen bases and stolen base percentage. One coach told me that tells you 2 things. We have great athletes, and they work very hard on the craft of swiping bags. He went on to explain that a lot of work goes into perfecting their technique for getting good jumps and studying the pitcher's tendencies. It's a bit of a throwback approach to offense, but these guys have bought in. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting. Number 27.
Digging in, Adalberto Mondesi, a base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The batter, number 50.
With Merrifield next to hit. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Now here it comes.
Ball 1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Hops this one up. Crone ranging into shallow right, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In is Jorge Soler. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a double steal try here. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's there. He's out trying to take third. And a poor gamble in hindsight there as the inning is over. Royals leave 1. They're up 2-0. New inning set to get underway. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, C.J. Crone.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
So now to the plate, Jake Rogers. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's running. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it's going to be in time as Perez fired a strike to get him that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. Perez over to his right, and that retires the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Royals out in front, 2-0. Standing in, Jorge Soler. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Standing in now, Michael Franco, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Reyes is right there, one down. So
Now
striding forward now,
the catcher.
Salvador Perez. He's
Salvador.
0 for 1 thus far.
Perez.
He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no Royals. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not
Up
a whole
next
lot
to
to
the
say
Royals,
about that pitch that hasn't
the
been said a
designated
million
hitter,
times already.
Hunter.
That's just a real tough pitch for a
Hunter.
hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line drive to center field. Reyes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Kansas City, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Jeimer Candelario is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into right field, that's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 30, Harold Castro.
At the plate now, Harold Castro, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. A runner at first with no outs here. Got him.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen,
Now batting.
if you can keep that
The
pitch
right
in your
fielder.
back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Daz Cameron, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he pops it up. Merrifield onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh,
Up
it's
next
so
is the
frustrating
Tigers.
as a pitcher. You make a
The
quality
center fielder.
pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
A ball and a strike now. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second
Now
out.
batting. Second baseman, Jordy.
Ready for another shot now, Jordy Mercer. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Popped straight up. Montgomery is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Tigers nothing. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Here's the first pitch to him.
Gordon
is put in play to the right side of the infield, scooped up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder, number 14.
Now batting, Brett Phillips. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging
number
in once
27.
again, Adalberto Mondesi. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Ball 2. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Line toward right center. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Miguel.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting. The first baseman, C.J. Cron.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. To the plate now, Nico Goodrum, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
Round for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box now, Jake Rogers. Line to the right side. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Fouled away. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he'll take strike three called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, Harold Castro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And there's ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
There's Merrifield. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Off the plate, ball one.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. The 2-2.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled off. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Detroit is out in front, 3-2. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Now batting, number 66.
So stepping in, Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Rogers shading to his right. 1 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Splash landing. It's into the fountains for a monster home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 13 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him because this guy can hit him a mile just like he did with that swing right there. Impressive power.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Bronco.
At the plate now, Michael Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Popped him up. Goodrum calls for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Settling in now, Salvador Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for this first base hit in this one.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box, Hunter Dozier. 2 out with the man at first. Outside for a ball, 1-1. On the ground to third. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 4-3 Royals. Josh DeMont is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63, Josh DeMont.
Stepping up now, Jordy Mercer. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. And next it'll be the Tigers' cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He singled his last time up. From the stretch.
Ball. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game.
Runner.
And there he goes towards second. Hit back up the middle. The throw pulls him off the bag. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
Nico Goodrum.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nico Goodrum, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
3 and 2, full count. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So now to the plate, Jake Rogers, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And he has come through big time, as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Jeimer Candelario is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 2-0 now. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Second and third, 2 away.
Ball 3.
3-1.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
The left fielder, number 30.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Harold Castro, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Everett. Go Blood.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner. 1 run scores. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. 2 runs have scored. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it 7-4. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Stepping in now, Daz Cameron. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Victor Reyes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
2 balls and a strike to count. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Cameron blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now. And he's in safely at third. As a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
Ian Kennedy will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. At the plate now, Jordy Mercer. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit on the ground out to short. Mondesi picks it up. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Tigers are out in front 9-4. At the plate, Alex Gordon. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Gordon.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
The center fielder, number 14, Brett Phillips.
Brett Phillips will bat next. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Shoots this one over to first. Fielded cleanly, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Adalberto Mondesi hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
This is pulled into right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. KC down in order. They trail it here 9-4. Jake Kalish has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 74, Jake Kalish.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Cron. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. Changeup laid off down around the shins. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now
digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0.
Ball, that's inside. Ball, that's low.
Jake Rogers would be next. The 3-1.
Aye. Full count, 3-2.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're on top, however, 9-4. Ronnie Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Ronnie.
Ready for another chance? Whit Merrifield. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's a pop-up now, and no one will track it down. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Ryan O'Hearn waits on deck. And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The right fielder, number 12.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Royals have elected to challenge.
So here's one
the
last look at that
play.
replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
2 out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. They trail it here 9-4. Now at the plate, Jake Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Soler is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman.
A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
A ball and a strike.
1 strike. That's the ball.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pops this one up. Franco has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, Harold Castro. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on top, however, 9-4.
Your
Buck Farmer
please.
will come out and take the
Now
ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Buck Farmer.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Third baseman, Michael.
First pitch of the at-bat.
4-1, no play.
And it's fouled away. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Last time through was a base hit.
Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So here's the Royals DH, Hunter Dozier, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. KC down to their final strike in this one. Grounded weakly toward third. Right to him. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Tigers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Michael Fulmer earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.